Welcome to Unsolved Historical Mysteries. Were the pyramids ancient power plants? Shocking new theory revealed. Throughout history, the Egyptian pyramids have stood as one of the world's greatest mysteries. These massive structures have captivated humanity's imagination for millennia, with their towering height, intricate construction, and enigmatic symbolism. So, what were these massive monuments truly built for? The conventional explanation holds that the pyramids were tombs for the pharaohs, built to honor their divine status and provide them a pathway to the afterlife. But could there be another explanation? Recently, a surprising new theory has emerged, one that suggests the pyramids might have been more than just royal tombs. Some researchers now propose that the Great Pyramid of Giza could have actually been an ancient power plant, producing energy in ways that seem almost unimaginable for its time. This idea, radical as it sounds, has sparked debate among scholars, archaeologists, and engineers alike. If true, this theory could challenge our understanding of ancient Egypt's technological capabilities and reshape our view of human history. To explore this theory, let's start by examining the structure of the pyramids themselves. When we look closely, the engineering behind the Great Pyramid seems to serve more than a purely ceremonial purpose. It contains unique features that distinguish it from other monuments, such as its precise alignment with cardinal points and the materials chosen for its construction. Could these details hint at an advanced purpose, such as energy generation? Let's also consider ancient Egyptian society, known for its deep understanding of mathematics, astronomy, and architecture. Could it be possible that they harnessed these sciences to create something more than just a symbol of eternal life? In this video, we'll dive into the evidence supporting this new theory, examine the pyramid's unique properties, and explore why some researchers believe it could have served as an ancient source of power. Are the pyramids hiding secrets that could rewrite history as we know it? Let's continue exploring. The theory that the pyramids were ancient power plants is more than just a fringe idea. It has captured the attention of researchers worldwide and sparked renewed interest in the mysteries of ancient Egypt. But why is this theory gaining traction now? To start, let's look at the broader context of scientific and technological discoveries over the past few decades. Modern technology has uncovered clues about the pyramids that were previously hidden. For example, advances in seismic scanning and computer modeling have allowed archaeologists to examine the interior of the pyramids in greater detail than ever before. Surprisingly, these scans have revealed unusual patterns of energy and conductivity within the structure, elements that some argue are essential for power generation. Then, there's the growing awareness of the incredible precision with which the pyramids were built. The Great Pyramid is aligned almost perfectly with the Earth's cardinal directions, with only a tiny deviation of about 1/115th of a degree. Such accuracy would be difficult even with today's technology. So the fact that ancient Egyptians achieved it without modern instruments raises many questions. Another reason for the resurgence of this theory is that researchers are now re-evaluating the materials used in pyramid construction. The limestone casing stones, for example, have high insulating properties, while the granite stones in the king's chamber are known for their piezoelectric properties, meaning they can generate electricity when put under pressure. These characteristics make some wonder if the materials were deliberately chosen for their electrical and conductive properties. The power plant theory has also received attention due to the influence of researchers like Christopher Dunn, who argues that the pyramids were designed to produce a form of harmonic resonance, which could generate energy. According to Dunn, the combination of piezoelectric materials, the pyramid's unique structure, and its location could have created an energy field. Essentially, a power source. Additionally, ancient texts, art, and legends surrounding the pyramids have added fuel to the theory. Some of these suggest that the Egyptians possessed knowledge and tools far beyond what traditional historians have assumed. For instance, ancient hieroglyphs depict what appear to be large, bulb-like objects, leading some to speculate they represent an early form of electric lighting. Finally, the pyramid power plant theory resonates with our modern fascination with clean energy sources. The idea that ancient civilizations may have tapped into natural forms of energy aligns with current interests in sustainable, eco-friendly power. This theory not only hints at lost technologies, but also suggests that humanity's quest for clean energy may have roots far deeper in history than we ever imagined. Could the Great Pyramid have been a sustainable source of energy, designed thousands of years before our current era of technological advancement? As we explore further, we may find that this theory offers a new perspective on the purpose and legacy of Egypt's ancient wonders. Let's delve deeper into the science and secrets behind this extraordinary idea. The theory that the pyramids were ancient power plants didn't emerge overnight. In fact, this idea has roots that stretch back more than a century, evolving as new discoveries have come to light and sparking renewed interest in what these incredible monuments might have been used for. Let's go back to the early days of Egyptology. For decades, researchers have marveled at the sophistication of the ancient Egyptians and their architectural feats. The pyramids, especially the Great Pyramid of Giza, were initially considered primarily as tombs, intended to honor and protect the remains of the pharaohs. However, as archaeologists explored further, they began to notice unusual aspects of the pyramids that seemed inconsistent with simple burial sites. In the 20th century, advances in science began to add intriguing layers to our understanding of ancient structures. Researchers began to observe the unique material properties of the pyramid's stones, the possible piezoelectric effects in the granite blocks, and the electromagnetic anomalies surrounding the structure. During this period, some scientists and engineers started to speculate that the Great Pyramid, with its precise alignment, specific materials, and unusual internal architecture, might have served a function beyond mere commemoration. Enter the late 20th century, when Christopher Dunn, a mechanical engineer with a keen interest in Egyptology, proposed a revolutionary hypothesis. Dunn suggested that the Great Pyramid was a highly sophisticated machine, designed to harness natural energy. According to his research, the pyramid's chambers and passageways were strategically designed to create harmonic frequencies, much like a tuning fork, capable of generating energy. He argued that this ancient machine could potentially amplify natural sources of energy in ways similar to some modern technologies. Dunn's book, The Giza Power Plant, published in 1998, brought this theory to a broader audience and inspired further research. While traditional Egyptologists dismissed his ideas, Dunn's work resonated with other independent researchers and sparked a wave of curiosity in the alternative history community. Suddenly, the pyramids were seen not just as relics of the past, but as puzzles potentially holding knowledge of lost technologies. In recent years, scientists have begun re-examining Dunn's work alongside newer discoveries, such as cosmic ray muon scans, which reveal detailed images of the pyramid's interior without invasive exploration. These scans have uncovered unknown chambers and passageways, reigniting interest in the pyramid's purpose, and sparking debates on whether these new findings align with the power plant theory. Finally, popular media, documentaries, and the internet have played significant roles in bringing this idea to the public eye. With more people gaining access to information about ancient history, alternative theories, and scientific studies, the notion of the Great Pyramid as an energy source has gained a wide, captivated audience. Today, the power plant theory stands at the intersection of science, history, and public curiosity. Whether it holds truth or not, this idea has fueled a new wave of exploration into the secrets of Egypt, and a deeper inquiry into the legacy of ancient civilizations. Could it be that the pyramids were not just built to honor the pharaohs, but to serve a more advanced, functional purpose? In the following sections, we'll explore some of the evidence that continues to give life to this groundbreaking theory. Let's uncover the science behind the mystery. The interior design of the Great Pyramid of Giza is as mysterious as its monumental exterior. While at first glance, the pyramid may look like a simple stone structure, its internal architecture is full of intricate passages, chambers, and shafts that have baffled researchers for centuries. In particular, the so-called ventilation shafts of the Great Pyramid stand out as one of the most puzzling features, leading some researchers to believe they may have played a role in an energy-producing function. To understand why these shafts are unusual, let's look at their layout. The Great Pyramid has 4 major shafts, 2 originating from the King's Chamber and 2 from the Queen's Chamber. What's striking is that these shafts don't open to the outside, as ventilation shafts typically would. Instead, they are mostly sealed or end abruptly within the structure, which has led archaeologists to question their purpose. If they aren't meant for airflow, then what were they intended to do? Some researchers propose that these shafts may have been part of an intricate system designed to channel and amplify energy. In theories supporting the idea of the pyramid as a power plant, the shafts are thought to have played a role in guiding certain forms of energy, such as electromagnetic waves, through the structure. Interestingly, the shafts are aligned with specific stars, including Orion's belt and the star Sirius, an alignment that would have been extremely difficult to achieve without advanced astronomical knowledge. Another peculiar feature is the material used within the King's Chamber and its shafts. The chamber is lined with massive blocks of granite, a rock known for its piezoelectric properties, meaning it can generate an electric charge when subjected to pressure or vibration. In this theory, the granite could have been intended to generate small electrical currents when vibrated, potentially creating an energy field within the chamber. In recent years, modern technology has allowed scientists to probe the Great Pyramid's interior without damaging it. One of the most exciting findings has come from the use of muon radiography, a technique that uses cosmic rays to map the internal structures of large stone buildings. In 2017, researchers discovered a previously unknown cavity within the pyramid, dubbed the Big Void. This mysterious chamber remains unexplored, but its discovery has reignited interest in the pyramid's function, and whether there may be more to these passages than meets the eye. Lastly, let's consider the pyramid's overall alignment and design. The Great Pyramid is oriented nearly perfectly with the cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. The precision of this alignment has led some to wonder if it was intentional, part of a broader design to harness Earth's natural energy fields. Given the ancient Egyptians' astronomical knowledge, it's possible they understood principles of energy or cosmic forces that we are only beginning to understand today. Are these shafts simply architectural features, or could they be remnants of a lost technology, intended to conduct or amplify energy within the pyramid's core? As we explore further, the mystery of these hidden shafts may reveal even more about the potential power of the ancient pyramids. Let's continue and delve into the materials and design choices that make the Great Pyramid such an enigma. The materials and arrangement of the stones in the Great Pyramid are not only impressive, but also raise questions about their purpose. This is no ordinary stone structure. Each type of stone, its size, and even its placement seem to have been meticulously planned. Could the ancient Egyptians have selected specific materials with unique properties to create something far more advanced than a royal tomb? Let's start with the outer casing stones. Originally, the Great Pyramid was covered in gleaming white Tura limestone, polished to reflect the sunlight. This outer layer, now mostly eroded, would have given the pyramid a striking, almost otherworldly appearance. But it's not just for looks. Limestone is known for its insulating properties, which could have played a role in containing energy within the structure. Some proponents of the power plant theory argue that this casing may have been intended to act as an insulating shell, helping to contain and direct energy generated within the pyramid. Next, let's consider the granite blocks used in the king's chamber. This stone isn't just durable. Granite contains high levels of quartz, a material that exhibits piezoelectric properties. In simple terms, piezoelectricity is the ability of certain materials to generate an electric charge when subjected to mechanical stress. This means that when these granite blocks experience pressure or vibrations, they can produce small amounts of electrical current. Supporters of the power plant theory suggest that these blocks could have served as an ancient form of energy source, capturing and amplifying vibrations within the pyramid. Then there's the matter of stone placement. The precision with which these massive blocks were cut and positioned is astounding, especially considering that some of the stones weigh as much as 80 tons. The stones are fitted together so tightly that even a piece of paper cannot slip between them, an alignment that would require extremely advanced tools and knowledge. If the pyramid were merely a tomb, this level of precision would seem excessive. But if the pyramid were intended as a power-generating structure, this accuracy could have been essential for creating the right conditions to amplify and direct energy. Interestingly, the pyramid's internal stones are also designed to resonate at specific frequencies. Some researchers believe that the stone's arrangement and the pyramid's unique angles could allow for harmonic resonance, a phenomenon where certain frequencies can cause objects to vibrate in sync. If this were the case, the pyramid might have been constructed to resonate with the Earth's natural vibrations or other environmental energies, amplifying them within the structure. Lastly, we can't overlook the use of dolerite, an extremely hard stone that the Egyptians used to pound and shape the granite blocks. This technique shows that they possessed not only the knowledge, but also the skill to manipulate some of the hardest materials available. It suggests a high level of intention in choosing and placing each stone, indicating that these materials weren't selected at random. Could it be that the Egyptians understood these stones' unique properties and used them to create a functional energy system within the pyramid? As we continue, we'll explore the next piece of this intriguing puzzle: what the ancient Egyptians might have known about science and technology that allowed them to build such a sophisticated structure. The ancient Egyptians are often remembered for their monumental achievements in architecture, art, and engineering. But could they have possessed scientific knowledge and technologies that we are only now beginning to understand? One area where the Egyptians seem to have excelled is in astronomy. Many ancient structures, including the Great Pyramid, exhibit precise alignments with celestial bodies. The pyramid's alignment with true north, with only a tiny margin of error, has led some researchers to believe that the Egyptians possessed advanced tools or methods for tracking the stars. This knowledge of astronomy might have allowed them to harness celestial energy or align their structures in ways that would maximize certain natural energies. Next, let's consider the intriguing possibility that the Egyptians may have known about basic electricity. One of the most famous pieces of evidence cited by proponents of this theory is the so-called Dendera light, a carving in the Hathor temple at Dendera that appears to show a device resembling a large bulb. Some researchers argue that this carving suggests the ancient Egyptians may have understood how to generate or control electricity, perhaps even creating light sources for their temples and tombs. Other evidence points to potential knowledge of chemistry and materials science. For example, the Egyptians were known to use copper and gold in intricate ways, both of which are excellent conductors. Could it be that the choice of these materials in sacred spaces wasn't purely aesthetic, but functional as well? The Great Pyramid itself contains traces of these metals, which some believe could have been part of a system for conducting energy. Another fascinating theory involves acoustics. The ancient Egyptians may have understood the power of sound and vibration, using it in religious ceremonies and possibly in construction. The Great Pyramid, with its unique layout, may have been designed to resonate with particular frequencies, creating a kind of acoustic energy. The concept of using sound and resonance in construction might seem outlandish, but some modern engineers and scientists are exploring similar ideas, such as using sound waves to move small objects. Finally, the Egyptians' use of mathematics was highly advanced. They employed precise geometry and measurements that would be challenging, even by today's standards. The pyramid's proportions, for example, correspond to mathematical constants such as pi and the golden ratio. These ratios are not only aesthetically pleasing, but have practical applications in architecture and possibly in energy distribution. If the Egyptians understood these mathematical principles, they might have been able to apply them in ways we still don't fully comprehend. So, what did the ancient Egyptians really know? Did they possess technologies or scientific insights that allowed them to create something beyond a simple monument? As we continue, we'll delve into the specific evidence that fuels the idea of the Great Pyramid as an ancient power plant, and explore the scientific basis that might support this remarkable hypothesis. One of the most compelling aspects of the pyramid as power plant theory is the concept of the piezoelectric effect. This effect occurs when certain materials, like quartz-rich granite, generate an electrical charge in response to mechanical stress or vibrations. Since the Great Pyramid incorporates a large amount of granite in its internal chambers, some researchers believe the ancient builders may have intentionally used this material to create an energy-producing structure. So, how would this work in practice? The theory suggests that vibrations, whether from natural sources like the Earth's movement or from within the pyramid itself, could cause the granite blocks in the king's chamber to produce a small electrical charge. This might sound like a modern idea, but piezoelectricity is a natural property found in certain materials, and granite is known for its ability to conduct this kind of energy. To better understand this, let's break down how the granite in the pyramid could theoretically produce power. Imagine the pyramid as a massive resonant structure, designed to capture and amplify natural vibrations. The energy from these vibrations could move through the granite blocks, producing a piezoelectric effect. While this electrical energy would be weak on its own, the pyramid's structure might have been able to amplify it, creating an energy field within its chambers. In support of this, the pyramid's alignment with true north and its location on an active fault line are significant details. These alignments might allow it to harness the Earth's natural vibrational energies, channeling them through the granite to create piezoelectric power. In this theory, the pyramid essentially becomes a giant battery, capturing energy from its surroundings and generating electrical charges within its core. Another point of interest is the unique layout of the King's Chamber and the so-called Queen's Chamber. The granite used in these chambers, combined with the pyramid's carefully engineered dimensions, may have been part of a system that could intensify vibrations to maximize energy output. Some researchers propose that these chambers might have functioned like resonators, amplifying vibrations to produce a piezoelectric response across the pyramid's structure. To further explore this theory, let's consider that ancient societies may have had an understanding of natural energies that we're only beginning to appreciate today. Piezoelectricity could have been one of many natural phenomena the ancient Egyptians were familiar with. If they did indeed understand how to generate or harness piezoelectric energy, the Great Pyramid might represent a lost technology, a way of harnessing natural energy without the need for modern machinery. Could it be that the pyramid's purpose was not only symbolic but also functional, an ancient source of power designed to produce energy from the Earth itself? In the next sections, we'll look at other potential pieces of evidence, from electromagnetic properties to water's role in the power plant theory. As we continue to unravel the secrets of the Great Pyramid, could ancient civilizations, like Egypt, have had access to electricity long before it was officially discovered in modern times? This theory, though controversial, is based on intriguing pieces of evidence found across different ancient sites. For example, artifacts such as the Baghdad battery, a clay pot with a copper cylinder and iron rod, suggest that ancient people may have been experimenting with forms of electricity as far back as 200 BCE. While historians debate its purpose, some believe the Baghdad battery could have been used to produce a mild electrical current, possibly for electroplating or medicinal purposes. Turning to ancient Egypt, another often cited piece of evidence is the Dendera light, a relief found in the Hathor temple at Dendera that depicts what appears to be a large bulb-like object held by figures in a ceremonial pose. To some researchers, this object resembles an ancient form of electric light, perhaps powered by a primitive battery or energy source, though mainstream historians interpret it as a symbolic representation. The resemblance to a light bulb has sparked debate and inspired new ideas about Egyptian technology. If ancient Egyptians had discovered ways to generate electricity, they might have applied it to their religious or ceremonial practices. Imagine a setting where electricity enhanced rituals, or served as a demonstration of divine power. Such technology would have been considered magical or supernatural by observers, perhaps used exclusively by the priestly class or pharaohs. Now, let's consider the possibility that the Great Pyramid itself was a source of this ancient electricity. The pyramid's unique materials and precise construction suggest that it might have been designed to capture, store, or transmit electrical energy. As we explored with the piezoelectric effect, vibrations from the Earth or within the pyramid could have produced small electrical charges. The addition of water in nearby chambers, potentially connected to the Nile, could have created a conductive pathway for this energy. In support of this theory, researchers have found traces of gold plating on obelisks and other Egyptian monuments. Gold is an excellent conductor of electricity, and its use in such structures could hint at an understanding of electrical properties. It's possible that the Egyptians used gold to direct or contain energy, creating a primitive yet effective system for generating or storing power. Moreover, if the Great Pyramid were indeed a source of energy, it could have powered other structures in the complex, creating a network of energy similar to how modern power plants distribute electricity. Perhaps the pyramid's energy was used for healing, preserving sacred artifacts, or even lighting underground chambers, as suggested by the Dendera light carving. While this theory challenges traditional views, it opens up new possibilities about ancient civilizations and their understanding of natural forces. Could the Great Pyramid have been the centerpiece of an advanced energy network, a place where ancient knowledge and technology converged? In the next segment, we'll explore one more fascinating aspect of this theory: how water might have played a key role in creating energy. Within the Great Pyramid, water has always played a significant role in ancient Egyptian civilization, especially with the Nile River as their lifeline. But could water have also been a critical component in the power-generating function of the Great Pyramid? Supporters of the power plant theory suggest that water from the Nile might have been channeled into or beneath the pyramid. There is some evidence indicating the presence of subterranean chambers and passageways, possibly connected to underground water sources. If water were flowing through these chambers, it could have created a natural form of energy, similar to a hydraulic power system. In this theory, water might have flowed through a network of channels, generating vibrations or pressure within the pyramid that could, in turn, trigger the piezoelectric effect in the granite blocks. This idea gains further credibility when we consider the electromagnetic properties of water. When water moves, it creates ions, charged particles that can generate electromagnetic fields. If water from the Nile were channeled under or around the pyramid, it might have generated a continuous flow of ions, creating an environment rich in electromagnetic energy. In this scenario, the pyramid could act as a kind of electromagnetic amplifier, using the water to boost the overall energy potential within the structure. Adding to this, the unique materials in the pyramid's construction might have been specifically chosen to work in harmony with water. Limestone, which formed the outer casing, is a natural insulator, while granite, used in the interior, has conductive and piezoelectric properties. Together, these materials might have created a system capable of generating, containing, and amplifying energy from water-based electromagnetic fields. Interestingly, similar theories have been proposed for other ancient structures around the world, such as Stonehenge and the temples of ancient Greece. In each case, the combination of specific materials, underground water sources, and the natural environment suggests a common understanding of how to harness natural energy. Could it be that ancient civilizations worldwide shared similar knowledge of energy generation, perhaps passed down or developed independently? The pyramid's location also plays a role in this theory. Built on the Giza Plateau, a site with unique geological features, the Great Pyramid sits atop various natural fault lines. Some researchers propose that these fault lines may conduct telluric currents, natural electrical currents running through the Earth's crust. If true, the pyramid could have tapped into these currents, using water as a conductor to create a powerful source of electromagnetic energy. This convergence of water, natural energy sources, and carefully selected materials hints at an advanced understanding of energy. The Great Pyramid may not only have functioned as a monument, but also as an elaborate system, designed to harness and amplify the Earth's natural electromagnetic fields. So, was water merely a symbolic element in Egyptian culture? Or could it have been part of a complex system for generating power? As we move on, we'll consider the reactions to this theory, examining both the support and skepticism it has generated among historians, scientists, and the general public. Supporters of the power plant theory argue that the Great Pyramid's unique characteristics and materials are far too sophisticated to be explained by traditional interpretations. In their view, the pyramid's design, construction, and layout suggest a purpose far more advanced than a royal tomb. So, what evidence do they present in favor of this theory? First, proponents point to the pyramid's alignment and location. The Great Pyramid is almost perfectly aligned with the cardinal points, north, south, east, and west, with a level of precision that would challenge even modern engineering. Supporters argue that this precise orientation would be unnecessary for a simple tomb, but essential for a structure intended to interact with Earth's natural energy fields. They believe this alignment may have been key to harnessing electromagnetic or telluric currents from the Earth itself. Another argument comes from the materials used. The extensive use of granite in the King's Chamber is a primary focus for advocates of the power plant theory. As we discussed earlier, granite contains quartz, which has piezoelectric properties, meaning it can generate electricity when placed under pressure or subjected to vibrations. Supporters argue that the ancient Egyptians chose granite for its energy-conducting qualities, knowing it could amplify or generate power within the pyramid's structure. Proponents also highlight the pyramid's internal layout, specifically its chambers and passageways. The King's Chamber, Queen's Chamber, and the mysterious Grand Gallery seem to have been designed with acoustics and resonance in mind. In this view, the chambers might act as amplifiers or resonators, creating harmonic frequencies that could increase the pyramid's energy potential. Some researchers even believe the Great Pyramid was designed to resonate with the Earth's frequency, generating a steady flow of piezoelectric energy through its granite blocks. The ventilation shafts also support this theory, while traditional Egyptologists interpret these shafts as symbolic or functional elements for the deceased pharaoh power plant. Theorists argue that these shafts may have been designed to direct or channel energy, possibly electromagnetic waves or other forms of power. Their unusual angles and alignment with certain stars further suggest a design intended to interact with both the cosmos and Earth's natural forces. Finally, supporters cite the findings of mechanical engineer Christopher Dunn, whose book, The Giza Power Plant, has been influential in popularizing this idea. Dunn argues that the pyramid's construction aligns with the principles of harmonic resonance, which could, in theory, be used to amplify energy. His hypothesis is that the pyramid was a sophisticated machine, capable of generating power through the combination of granite's piezoelectric properties, Earth's natural vibrations, and precise architectural design. These supporters are convinced that the Great Pyramid represents lost knowledge or technology, perhaps a legacy from an even older civilization. If they're correct, the power plant theory could rewrite our understanding of ancient Egypt, revealing the pyramids not as simple tombs, but as technological marvels designed to harness the forces of nature. Of course, not everyone agrees with this interpretation. In the next segment, we'll examine the counterarguments from skeptics, who believe this theory is more fantasy than fact. While the power plant theory has gained a devoted following, many experts and historians remain skeptical. For these critics, the idea that the Great Pyramid was designed to produce energy seems far-fetched and unsupported by solid evidence. Let's explore some of the main counterarguments presented by skeptics of this theory. First, mainstream Egyptologists point to the overwhelming lack of direct evidence. If the Great Pyramid were an ancient power plant, They argue, we should expect to find artifacts or inscriptions that indicate its function. Instead, inscriptions within the pyramids primarily focus on religious texts and the pharaoh's journey to the afterlife, suggesting a ceremonial, rather than technological, purpose. In the eyes of many historians, the absence of any clear engineering or mechanical diagrams in ancient Egyptian records contradicts the idea that the pyramid was used for energy generation. Skeptics also challenge the technological assumptions made by power plant theorists. They argue that while the Egyptians were highly skilled architects, they lacked the materials and knowledge necessary to understand concepts like piezoelectricity or electromagnetic energy. For them, it's unlikely that ancient builders would have selected granite or designed ventilation shafts with energy generation in mind. To them, the choice of materials is simply a matter of durability and symbolic significance, rather than functional technology. Another argument against the power plant theory is based on practicality. If the Great Pyramid were a source of power, where are the other components we would expect in an energy system, such as transmission lines, devices, or tools that would use or store this energy? Critics point out that without evidence of such technology, the power plant theory seems speculative at best. They argue that without the infrastructure to harness and apply this energy, the pyramid would be incapable of functioning as a true power source. In addition, skeptics highlight the lack of similar structures in other Egyptian sites. While ancient Egypt is home to many impressive monuments, there is no evidence of any other pyramid or temple with an apparent power-generating design. If the power plant theory were valid, they argue, we would expect to find similar features in other locations, suggesting a consistent use of energy technology throughout Egyptian civilization. Finally, many scientists see the power plant theory as an example of retrofitting modern technology onto ancient history. They argue that theories like this often arise from a desire to see advanced technology in the past, rather than from concrete evidence. To skeptics, interpreting the pyramid's structure as a power plant is a classic case of confirmation bias, where researchers focus only on evidence that supports their hypothesis, while ignoring the broader historical and archaeological context. For these skeptics, the power plant theory overshadows the incredible achievements of the ancient Egyptians in architecture, mathematics, and astronomy. They maintain that the pyramids were designed to serve a religious and ceremonial purpose, built to honor the pharaohs and the gods, rather than to harness energy. In the next section, we'll discuss the scientific challenges and possibilities that lie ahead, as well as how future research could help bring us closer to understanding the truth behind the Great Pyramid's purpose. The Great Pyramid continues to spark one of the most intriguing scientific debates of our time, as more researchers explore alternative theories, like the power plant hypothesis. Questions arise about what the future of archaeological and scientific research might reveal. First, let's look at the technology that's reshaping our understanding of ancient structures. One of the most promising tools in pyramid research is muon tomography, a method that uses cosmic rays to create a detailed map of a structure's interior. Muon scans have already led to exciting discoveries, like the Big Void within the Great Pyramid, an unexplored cavity that could reveal important information about the pyramid's construction and purpose. Future scans could offer deeper insights, potentially validating or disproving parts of the power plant theory. Additionally, new techniques in material science could shed light on the properties of the stones used in the pyramid. With advanced chemical analysis, researchers can investigate the energy conducting capabilities and other materials used by the Egyptians. If scientists find any unusual electromagnetic properties in the stones, it might offer partial support for the theory that the pyramid was built with energy-related functions in mind. On the other hand, these studies could also strengthen the case for traditional interpretations, showing that the materials were selected solely for their durability and symbolic value. Moreover, as interest in sustainable and natural energy sources grows, researchers might be inspired to revisit ancient technologies. If, hypothetically, the pyramid's design did function as an energy generator, it could encourage scientists to explore eco-friendly technologies based on natural resonance, acoustics, and other ancient techniques. The possibility of drawing sustainable energy from structures like the pyramids is fascinating and might have implications for future innovations in green energy. But even with new technology, some scientists argue that definitive answers may remain elusive. The archaeological record is incomplete, and there's a limit to how much we can learn without written records explaining the pyramid's intended purpose. For this reason, the debate over the power plant theory may continue for years, with new discoveries fueling further speculation and interest. Finally, what role does public interest play in this ongoing investigation? The allure of ancient mysteries, combined with the possibilities of advanced lost technologies, has made theories like the pyramid power plant a popular topic among enthusiasts worldwide. This curiosity drives further research, encourages funding for exploratory studies, and keeps the conversation alive among historians, engineers, and the general public alike. So, what lies ahead in our quest to unlock the secrets of the Great Pyramid? As science advances and new discoveries come to light, we may come closer to understanding not only the purpose of the pyramids, but also the extent of knowledge held by ancient civilizations. Until then, the mystery of the Great Pyramid remains a captivating puzzle, one that continues to invite questions and inspire exploration. If the power plant theory holds any truth, it could have far-reaching implications for our understanding of both ancient and modern technology. The possibility that an ancient civilization may have harnessed natural energy sources to power their structures would challenge many of our assumptions about human progress and innovation. So, what could we learn from exploring this theory? First, the theory suggests that ancient people may have understood certain natural forces more profoundly than we realize. The potential use of materials with piezoelectric properties, the alignment of the pyramid with Earth's natural energy fields, and even the manipulation of water to conduct energy, are ideas that resonate with today's search for sustainable energy solutions. If the ancient Egyptians harnessed energy from the Earth itself, it might inspire modern scientists to develop technologies that tap into similar sources, using nature as a model for eco-friendly power. Another significant implication lies in the use of resonance and acoustics. Modern scientists and engineers are only beginning to explore how sound and resonance can be used to move objects, generate energy, or even aid in healing. If the Great Pyramid's structure was indeed designed to amplify or harness specific frequencies, it could serve as a model for studying how resonance might be used in fields as diverse as architecture, medicine, and clean energy production. The idea that ancient civilizations used advanced engineering methods also challenges the notion that modern society is at the pinnacle of technological knowledge. The construction precision, the use of materials with unique properties, and the careful alignment with celestial and terrestrial points in the Great Pyramid indicate an understanding that's difficult to explain. If the ancient Egyptians or their predecessors achieved this, it may suggest that humanity's knowledge of energy and construction has undergone cycles of advancement and loss throughout history. Moreover, as interest in the power plant theory grows. Some researchers are exploring ways to apply ancient knowledge to today's energy systems. For example, the concept of piezoelectric power generation is already being studied as a potential way to harness energy from footsteps, mechanical vibrations, and other sources of motion. This approach could lead to the development of sustainable power systems inspired by the past, minimizing our reliance on fossil fuels. Finally, the power plant theory raises intriguing questions about the preservation and transfer of knowledge. If ancient societies were once capable of such advanced engineering, how was this knowledge lost? Did the Egyptians, or possibly even older civilizations, pass down scientific principles that were later forgotten or ignored? Exploring these questions may reveal new insights about how civilizations rise and fall, and what can be done to preserve human knowledge in the long term. In the end, the Great Pyramid may not only be a wonder of the ancient world, but also a blueprint for future technologies. As we continue to explore its mysteries, we might find that the answers to our modern challenges are hidden within the stones of this ancient marvel. Next, we'll explore how the power plant theory might change our understanding of ancient Egyptian knowledge and technology. If the power plant theory is even partially accurate, it suggests that ancient civilizations, especially the Egyptians, may have possessed scientific knowledge and technologies far beyond what we assume. Rather than being limited to basic tools and stone working skills, the builders of the Great Pyramid might have held an advanced understanding of physics, energy, and even natural forces. So, what might they have known that we are only beginning to understand today? One possible area of expertise could be in geology and material science. The Egyptians seemed to understand the unique properties of different types of stone, using limestone as an insulator and granite for its piezoelectric qualities. This knowledge suggests a deep understanding of how specific materials interact with energy and pressure. If they intentionally used these stones for their conductive and insulating properties, it implies a level of sophistication that challenges traditional views of ancient technology. Another possibility is that the Egyptians knew how to harness electromagnetic fields in ways that we don't fully understand. The alignment of the pyramid with true north, its location on a tectonic fault line, and the presence of water channels suggest that they may have designed the structure to interact with natural energy fields from the Earth. Today, we know that the Earth generates electromagnetic fields that can be harnessed for energy, and it's possible that the ancient Egyptians were aware of this principle long before modern science discovered it. This theory also opens up questions about the use of sound and resonance. The internal design of the pyramid, particularly the King's Chamber and Grand Gallery, suggests an awareness of acoustics. Some researchers believe the chambers could create or amplify sound frequencies, a feature that might have been used for both ceremonial and technological purposes. The idea that ancient people harnessed sound waves or resonance to move objects, generate energy, or conduct healing rituals seems exotic, but it is not entirely without scientific basis. In fact, modern researchers are currently exploring similar techniques in fields like medicine and engineering. Additionally, proponents of the power plant theory suggest that the Egyptians may have discovered ways to use water as a conductive element. If the pyramid's internal structure once contained water, it could have helped conduct and amplify energy. This concept ties into the idea that the Egyptians had a unique relationship with water, not just for agriculture, but potentially as a part of a broader technological system. While this remains speculative, it adds a new layer of complexity to our understanding of how ancient civilizations might have used natural resources. If the Egyptians did indeed possess such knowledge, it could mean that other ancient cultures, such as those in Mesopotamia or South America, may have shared or developed similar technologies independently. It suggests a broader, interconnected understanding of science and engineering that spans multiple regions and cultures, pointing to the possibility of lost knowledge and technologies shared across ancient societies. In the end, the power plant theory invites us to question our assumptions about what ancient people knew and how they applied that knowledge. Could it be that we're only now rediscovering insights that ancient civilizations once understood? In our final segment, we'll consider what future discoveries might reveal about the pyramids and the possibilities for solving one of history's greatest mysteries. The Great Pyramid continues to stand as one of the most enduring enigmas of human history, and as new theories emerge, the need for further research becomes even more apparent. But what does the future hold for pyramid research? And what kinds of discoveries could finally bring us closer to understanding the truth? One of the most promising areas of research is non-invasive scanning technology, such as muon tomography. This technology has already provided detailed images of the pyramid's interior, revealing hidden cavities like the Big Void. Further scans could uncover additional unknown chambers, passageways, or structural features that may provide clues about the pyramid's purpose. With advancements in this technology, researchers might even be able to create a comprehensive 3D model of the pyramid's internal layout without disturbing a single stone. Material science is another critical field that could yield valuable insights. Through chemical analysis and other tests, scientists can examine the properties of the stones used in the pyramid with greater precision. By understanding the conductivity, magnetic properties, and durability of these materials, researchers may be able to determine whether the choice of stones was purely practical, or if it served a more advanced purpose. If tests reveal any unusual characteristics, it could lend credence to theories suggesting that the pyramid was designed for energy-related functions. Furthermore, historical and archaeological studies will continue to play a vital role. The discovery of ancient texts or artifacts with references to the pyramid's construction or purpose could provide direct evidence, offering a clearer picture of the builder's intentions. While no such records have been found yet, researchers are hopeful that further excavation around the Giza Plateau may yield new finds that shed light on this mystery. The power plant theory has also inspired experimental archaeology, the process of recreating ancient techniques and technologies to understand how they may have worked. Some researchers are experimenting with scale models of the pyramid to explore its potential energy-generating abilities. By recreating the conditions theorized in the power plant hypothesis, these experiments might offer practical evidence of how the pyramid could function as an energy source. Finally, as more theories about the pyramid's purpose gain traction, public interest and funding for pyramid research are likely to increase. The idea of lost technologies, advanced ancient knowledge, and the possibility of energy generation captivates the imagination, driving support for research initiatives. This public interest not only funds expeditions and technological developments but also encourages interdisciplinary collaboration between archaeologists, engineers, physicists, and historians. In the end, the mystery of the Great Pyramid remains unsolved. But as science advances, we may come closer than ever to unlocking its secrets. Whether the pyramid was a tomb, a monument, or an ancient power source, each new discovery brings us a step closer to understanding the achievements of ancient Egypt and the extent of human ingenuity. The journey to uncover the truth behind the Great Pyramid is far from over. As researchers continue to explore, the Great Pyramid promises to keep challenging our understanding of history and inspiring curiosity for generations to come. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.